Hi, everybody, and welcome to Phandalin by Night. We are so excited that you've joined us again this week. We have so much going on. Should we do announcements first, or should we? I'll do announcements first, and then we'll go around and introduce everybody. Okay. So we have, in less than 7 days, our Vancouver by Night charity, Extra Life charity. It's a 24-hour stream. I am kicking things off as the DM with the friends or not friends, they're all family members of some of the Tuesday night players. My husband, Circuit On, you see him in chat, will be joining us. Belle and her husband, Lodame, and Jazz and her dad, Sean, will be joining us. And so we're super excited for that. Going right into Jacqueline, who's a player in Tuesday night, is going to run the next one shot. And there's a bunch of people participating in that too. You can find our full charity stream information. I'm sure Steve is throwing it into chat as we speak. What else? You can buy merch, y'all. We have merch, and you can buy Phandalin by Night t-shirts on our Threadless store, which I trust Steve will also throw into chat, or Sarah will. And yeah, I think those were our two big announcement type things. And so let me go around and I'll get everybody to quickly introduce themselves and who they play. And we will start with Nikki.
Hi, everybody. Nikki. I'll be playing Denny, he, him. I'm a tiefling bard, and I missed last week because I had some plans. So I'm just as excited to find out what's going on as you guys.
Yay! I'll do a recap in just a second. Above Nikki is Mike.
Hi, Mike. He, him. I will be playing Sangane, also he, him. Got nothing yet. So I'm actually also excited to see how things will go.
Love it. Across from Mike, across the map, there is Sarah.
Hey, my name is Sarah. I'll be playing Graja Ragerock, the half-orc barbarian, she, her for both of us, and just queue up Losing My Religion by REM and you'll know what's going on with Graja.
And beneath Sarah is Amanda.
Amanda, she, her, playing Whimsy, Tiefling Warlock, who has some explaining to do, it seems. So he's going to be on the hot seat for a while.
Potentially.
Everyone with a battle instead.
Which also is the potential. And beneath Amanda is Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I play Jord, the Fire Genasi monk. And I'm not sure where we're gonna do this game, so we'll see.
We are going to have fun. I mean, true. I can't say very much else, but I know that we always have fun with that. Okay, so with that all being said, there is one more quick shout out that I wanted to give, and this is to some of my favorite dice makers. This is the Little Dragon Core Dice Company. They are a Canadian dice company, which for more than half my group is Canadian. We know how expensive shipping and everything can be, and supporting Canadian is always nice. They make, you can't see, it is so gorgeous. It's part of their wedding set, so it's got like this beautiful glitter. They had a really awful accident in their warehouse, or their small business storefront. Their shelves collapsed and did a ton of damage, like chest boxes and some of their other dice packaging. So they're running a crazy good sale. They don't know that I'm doing this. I'm just happy with their service, and I'm sad to hear that a small business is struggling. So if you go to, let me get the actual website, littledragoncore.com, they're running 25% off. First off, it's Canadian. So if you're buying in American dollars, it's going to be 30% off. Plus they're doing 25% off their damaged sets. So potentially like 55% off for you. Like, that's a really good deal. Americans, go and load up. And their stuff is really pretty. They do resell other stuff, and then they make their own. And I'm really happy. They're lucky dice for me. I'm sure they will be for you too. So yeah, go and support local businesses. All right. Anybody else? Anything else? Anything I'm forgetting? No? Okay. Last week, when we last met our heroes, Jart was down in the crevice. Remember, you guys were in the basement of the Trezendar Manor. Jart was down in the crevice near this one-eyed creature that spoke telepathically in whispers with these elongated fingers. Jart was reaching for a chest that the Nothic was hiding and tossed it up onto the floor. Whimsy quickly filled it with rocks and threw it back down in the crevice, thinking like, this will totally, like, yeah, this he'll buy that. That works. Sangane made a slightly different tactic. Sangane tried to convince the Nothic that it was a real treasure chest and ended up casting a spell he didn't know that he could cast, which is another interesting puzzle piece to his backstory. The group then just decided, bail out, pull the ripcord, we're running. They picked up a sword, a healing potion, and some coins on the way out. Sangane did hold back a moment, trying to connect with it, learning that once it was a young dwarven woman who had gone mad over eons looking for magic. He willfully let it connect directly to him, and Jart had to physically carry him off. The group decided to hunker down in town for the evening. But first, Whimsy had set her wolves off to find the scent of Glassstaff first. The townmaster, Harbin Wester, was found dead, hanging from his doorway, with a note stabbed through his heart that said the town was now abandoned and the citizens weren't ever coming back. They cut him down and left him outside on the porch. Graja lost a bit of her innocence and kind of fell asleep crying. Jart awoke to the sound of the wolves at the door, and they found everybody but Droop missing. Gone. Hours later, the group just reappeared. Jart kind of looked away for a second and looked back, and the group was there. And Whimsy was very clearly being like obtuse as fuck, like very, very clearly hiding something. Denny was not with the group, but was found within a few moments having a shower at the town bathhouse, fair enough. And after a bite of breakfast, they headed off to track Glassstaff through the woods. So, especially since we have Nikki back, during breakfast, any other conversation before you guys head out the way?
I think I'm just going to turn to the group and say, oh, that shower was incredibly refreshing. I feel like a new person. I feel like I've missed so much. How is everybody doing? Just a vibe check really quick. How is everyone? I feel like I've not talked to you in weeks.
Whimsy just sort of awkwardly.
You all disappeared last night. I didn't sleep that much. So, I hope you had fun or whatever.
Well, I'm sorry for leaving you in the lurch. I hope that you also got to do something fun by yourself.
No, I was looking for you all throughout the house.
Yeah, we probably should have left a note or something. I'm so sorry.
Graja,
Fun is not the word I'd use to describe what happened.
What happened? Who disappeared?
All of us.
You all, yeah. Like, I was the only one left last night. You disappeared for a good 6 hours.
I had a weird dream, but
Yeah, me too.
disappeared. I don't think I know how to do that. But Sangani, I don't know. We never know with you, really.
Well, I don't even know with me.
and Graja's pointedly like avoiding the like answering how you are, and she kind of just is like constantly like her hands keep gripping and ungripping the handle of the axe, and she just says,
So we can kill Glassstaff, right?
Yep, wolves know where we are. Let's go. Let's go.
I
Wolves
think
know exactly where he is.
I think if we could ask him or them what like who his boss is and where he is, because once his boss realizes that the money is not coming, he's gonna try to come back for the people that lived in town. And also, why he needed the rock seekers. And where are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll make him talk before I bury my axe in his neck.
Okay, deal.
And Graja kind of gets up and starts kind of just adjusting her clothes and getting all her stuff ready to head out.
Denny is mid-bite into some eggs. Like, oh, we're going now? We're going right? Okay. Just, okay. Let's go, everybody. Let's go.
Okay.
So you guys head out. It's kind of still, it's not early morning, but it's like midish morning. As you guys head out, the town is desolate. There is no movement. There is nobody in it. You walk past the rock seeker's house, which is kind of charred. The thatch roof is almost completely gone from the fire a day ago. And you guys make your way down through the forest. Who is leading this group? Like who is scouting ahead? What's your marching order? Give me some details here.
Can I detour?
Of
Before
course.
we
Wolves,
leave?
followed by Whimsy.
Okay. Mike?
I would like to detour before we leave because I feel like I am a lot of marshmallow without an outer coating, an M&M without a shell. I would like some armor. I'm more than happy to pay for it, but there is no one here to actually pay.
I have a studded leather armor if you want it.
I might need something heavier. I can wear anything.
Oh no, but that's all I have.
That's, I mean, I'm wondering if there's like a blacksmith in town or something that I might be able
Yeah.
to find a chain shirt or something more than.
Yeah, I'll say because the town is empty, you guys can take some time and search. So what I'll do is I'll get a group investigation roll, which will just determine how, because you will find it. It's a matter of how long are you going to take to find this. So everybody give me an investigation roll.
I just can't give someone else advantage.
Nope. Group roll.
Well, that's
I
not
got
bad.
8.
Eight's a number.
21.
Nice.
21.
17.
17, 12. That's great.
Yeah, I got my deerstalker hat on. I got my magnifying glass. I am
Yep.
searching for clues.
Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary.
Awesome. So you, Denny, you guys all kind of split up. You go to the main area in the city and then you all like go off in different directions. Didn't you go about 3 storehouses in? And yeah, it's very clearly a blacksmith. You find it right away. No, everybody's even still close enough. You can just yell and they come back. Graja, I'll say that you were a little bit kind of waylaid. You still notice that the cart that you guys had brought in is still sitting there fully loaded behind the thing. And so you're kind of sitting there going like, oh, what are we going to do about this thing now? So I'll leave you with that. Denny, you find a blacksmith shop. You walk in, Sangane, you and Denny go in, and you can see there's various things that are in progress. There's like the metal bars for barrels are being made. This is not like a place, this is not a town where typically they need heavy armory, and they don't have a lot of weapons, which is probably a good thing. Like they've been having this whole red brand thing going on. The blacksmiths don't want to make a bunch of weapons. What you do find as you're kind of like digging through some stuff, you do find a really nice shield that looks like it will give you some support. And then you find it looks big. It is big. You find it by going into the house that's attached to the blacksmith shop, and kind of like looking under a bed, which, you know, you're good at. You've done that several times now.
Wow. Wow.
You dig under this bed and you find it was made to fit an orc, or a half orc.
Good.
So it's a little bit beefier than you. You're gonna, you'll be a little bit not filling it all the way, but you do find a nice looking breastplate. It's not the fanciest thing ever, but you can see that, it'll do. So you find a breastplate and a shield should you choose it.
That's way better than I had. Would I suffer any disadvantage with the breastplate if it's too big?
Breastplate and plate in general just means that you're going to have disadvantage at stealth.
Okay. Stealth. I have lots of that.
Don't do this. Don't go quickly.
Cats are out today.
That's
folks.
on my keyboard, and the other day he
Yeah.
closed my Zoom while I was in the middle of a meeting with a parent.
Nice.
Cats being
Troublemaker.
They're forgivable.
You're the worst.
So yeah, you do find this. You'll take disadvantage at stealth.
That's okay.
Whimsy, you find just kind of at not that there's like a checkout counter, but there is like an area where they keep like records and logbooks and stuff. You do find a little chest that has 20 gold in it.
You guys are gonna hate me for this, but Whimsy just sort of opens it, closes it, walks away.
Yeah.
We have a bigger
Your
chest
growth.
in the home.
Are you guys going to pillage anything else in the town? Anybody need anything else?
Good question.
While they're doing that,
Can you back up?
Whimsy is going to go and check upstairs in the inn and see if they took our injured buddy with them when they left, or if he's still sitting there.
You go upstairs to the decorated room where you had left Sildar, and the door is open and he is not there.
Is the chest still there?
Remind me which chest.
There was a chest in the inn, wasn't there?
It was
No,
the
it's in
other
the-
inn
in
that
the
everyone got murdered
townhouse.
in. That was the inn that you murdered everyone in. This is
I
the nice
didn't
inn where we left
murder
Sildar.
everyone.
That was the
not even-
tavern. Yeah, that was the Sleeping Giant Tavern. Where Sildar was the Stonehill Inn.
Oh, okay.
We know there's a chest with a lot of money in the town hall, in the house where
Yeah,
we
but we also
stayed,
told the escaping Red Brands
to take
where
that
it
money.
was so they could like fund their escape.
Yeah. I want to find on the blacksmithy any daggers or knives that are there.
You do see some kind of, they don't look, and they're not balanced for like weapon type daggers, but you do find some kind of sharp pointed, almost like a machinist kind of instruments that are for like smoothing grout or carving instruments. So you do find some sharp things that would be within the class, I will say as DM's ruling, within the classification of, I will allow you to use it as a dagger, but they're not 100%. That wasn't the reason that they were created.
Okay.
S-
I'll
so-
take that and be like, guys, we should go.
Are we all back together now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Whimsy comes wandering back down, being like, good news, Sildar's not here. So he's with the townspeople? Or good enough to walk around on his own. So,
What about the cart?
cart's still there.
No, I know the cart's still there, but I mean, are we gonna leave it until we come? Are we gonna come back after we get glass staff or what?
Odd
Yeah.
question.
So, our end of the deal, we brought the cart to the shop we were told to take it to. It's not our fault that the rock seekers
Are
weren't
there-
here to pick
Are there
it,
horses?
what we were told.
Are you going to look for a stable?
Are there like the horses that we would have brought the cart with?
That was
Where
lost.
did we end up putting them?
Yeah,
The people at the inn took them from us and put them in the stable, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
So I have a feeling that they're probably going to take the livestock with them. At least it makes sense. So it'd be nice if we can actually find some horses. That would make our travel a little bit easier. But I wonder if we can maybe just back the cart into a
But not
Yeah,
not
I
not
think
Bush
we
or
with
something?
find here, we go and find the rock seekers, and then we bring them back here to give them the things. Then we get a reward because carrying this around with us is going to be a big issue. I think.
No, I just figured just park it in an
Yeah.
alcove somewhere
Just
so we
leave it
can
somewhere.
out of the way and cover it with tarps or something.
we
It's
okay.
in the back alley behind the shop, though, so it's not like obvious out front.
Yeah, carts are not fast, and horses don't do well on uncharted territory, like a forest. So
Also, I
good
feel like the townspeople would have taken their horses, and if they left the ox, an ox isn't exactly fast.
I think we should walk. Just try to move fast.
Especially with Whimsy's friends, we're not going to have any luck with horses, I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay, time to go then.
Yeah.
So it's Wolves, Whimsy, and then I think Graja will be after Whimsy in the marching order.
I'm
Whimsy
gonna
is
go.
very excited to be up front so that no one's talking to him, so that he can explain himself.
I'm sorry to
tracking,
break your
don't talk to the wolves.
bubble, but Jard is gonna go in the front because she's very good tracking too. So she's gonna help the wolves with like any possible traps, stuff like that.
Put on your best lie face, Whimsy.
I'm just stoked to have better armor at this point. So I have a decent armor class, so I can go wherever.
I think you should go last because I'm definitely not going last. I'm not getting attacked from behind. That's not happening. So it's all on you.
All right. No, that's fine.
Rear guard.
Okay. So you guys make your way through the forest. Chart and Whimsy, give me, I don't know. How do I even roll? How do I get you to roll for the wolves? Give me animal handling, and Jart, give me investigation. Or survival. You know what? Survival, Jart.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
One?
It's a nat one.
No.
Thank you, D&D
Not
Beyond.
So you're so distracted by how cute the wolves are, you just like blank out.
Yeah, I saw a squirrel in a color that I had never seen it before. Just completely distracted. Like I didn't know there could be like black squirrels anywhere.
All right, well,
And-
Whimsy didn't roll that great for the wolves, so it's a 10 for the wolves. But it's better
10
than
is
none.
average. 10 is what an average person, you know, an average adventurer can do, right? Which is still a step up from the average person. So Najra, no, Jart, you go tracking off and you're like, okay, I can see that Whimsy and the wolves are tracking this. You decide you're going to go on a flank to see if, you know, you're going to try and keep them in sight. About 10 minutes, the forest becomes thicker. The woods are dense. Even though it is daytime, there's a crispness in the air here. And at one point you look back to see where the group is and you don't see them. And it takes probably 20-25 minutes before you can kind of track your way back, find the path, and get back up to meet them. You're running double time to try and do so. You are going to be bordering on exhaustion for the effort that you have to take to get up there, but you do. It kind of waylays the rest of you. At one point, Whimsy, the wolves, you can sense kind of like a nervousness, like they keep looking off in the direction that Jart had run. And because Jart for a while was tracking beside you guys, maybe like 100 feet away, but running parallel to you. And then they keep looking and they look a little bit nervous. At some point you realize Jart either isn't where we expect her to be or something. And right about that time, you hear the footsteps as Jart comes up behind you all.
Should we have gone in that direction?
No, I'm fine. Like, just move on.
You
I'll be okay.
look a little winded.
I'm
Running
fine.
from something or to something?
No,
Just practice
no.
that meditation breathing.
I was working out. I was just like, doing the daily push-ups and stuff like that, and I got distracted.
Yeah, I should probably run more.
As one does in the middle of the forest, just stops for some cardio and calisthenics. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, the training, the mind, the body. They need to be in a
Yes.
connection for me to do what I do.
Am I supposed to be working out? I don't like that idea.
I mean,
No.
I'll
we
just
do
be
walk
doing
a lot.
I'm just
Yeah, this
natural.
is the most I've walked in my entire life. I'm not a fan. We should
Yeah,
really
but-
hire a carriage next time.
Well, I did suggest the cart. We could have just emptied it and taken the cart.
Yeah.
Jared's gonna signal probably two
Penny, hop on,
trees.
I'll give you a piggyback.
Two trees that are like probably just like 5 feet away, and be like, I don't think a cart can fit through here.
Who wants a piggyback? What?
Is Droop on? Speaking of piggyback, is Droop on my shoulders? What's Droop doing?
Yeah, I would say for some of this, Droop is with you on your shoulders. For some of it, he kind of jumps down, and
Sure.
especially like if there's berries or something to pick along the way, he's gonna
Nice.
do so. At one point, you feel him kind of like fumble around for something in the pouch or near your belts that you carry, and Raja, why is your character sheet all funky?
Looks okay on my end. It's been
It
looking
you
okay.
didn't have like all your weapon. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
they're not clicked. That is weird. They usually are. Okay, I'm clicking them, so we're good.
That's okay. So when you you kind of notice him play around with something, and then you hear like a and it seems that he's sharpening your dagger. You don't even know like where he got the little rock from, but he understands what his purpose is, which is to keep you like battle ready and happy and fed and stuff. So he's basically going to be like a little personal servant to you,
Droop
making
is
sure your stuff is sharp. He like wipes off as much of the blood and like pulls out like a little like a cast iron chainmail scrubby that you're supposed to clean cast iron pots with, and he like starts wiping down the edge of your axe because part of it had like just like guts and viscera embedded in the scroll, and he just really kind of while he's just kind of piggybacking, or he plops himself in like the hood of your cloak that you're wearing, and just kind of sits there like a baby Bjorn and works away.
Delightful. Delightful.
He adds over the course of like the day, he adds like really cute little stick figures of big Graja and little teeny Droop around the outside of your javelin, and like basically tells this whole like little fairy tale of how you saved him from the mean bugbears who like have angry eyebrows.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god.
I love
so
Droop.
cute.
The rest of you guys, other than maybe Whimsy who's ahead, the rest of you see this. Denny, you clearly see that this young artist has a talent that could be fostered. There is something there.
He has a character sheet.
He does have a
Yes,
character
Droop.
sheet.
He's skilled in
Character
He's still in
development, baby, for
performance.
Droop.
So yeah, that is what Droop is doing, to answer that question.
Cool. And DM, just so I'm understanding the logistics, we went back to the east, to this east forest that's under Tresendar Manor. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I was understanding.
Correct. So you guys are chasing. Give me. Let's see. I'm gonna need. It's been about 3 hours, so I'm gonna need Whimsy and Jart to give me another animal handling survival check.
And just to clarify, we brought the money, right?
What
I
money?
have a bunch of money. So.
Which money?
The money from the mayor's place,
No.
town master's place.
No, I wasn't there for that, so. But I do have a
We
bunch
said
of
we
money.
were gonna go back and then figure that
It's a
out.
free town. It's free real estate.
Okay.
It's
Um,
free real estate.
it's heavy. It's heavy. It's not ours.
Well, the townspeople don't want it, and the mayor's dead. It is clearly
Well,
our
they
town.
hanged the townspeople. They had a perfect opportunity to take it. They didn't want it.
They did. They probably didn't know it was there. It's a 17.
Okay, they were mad, not criminals. It's different. And now
Okay.
it's just abandoned.
So you all make your way, and you notice at some point, Chart, you notice that the path that you're on started curving and hooking from the east, kind of from the southeast direction. You start hooking, and now you're going more in a northeast direction from Phandalin. Would it be helpful if I showed you guys the larger map of the area?
Larger map.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're going towards the road, right? Like the big road is towards the north.
Sarah, did it?
Whoa.
If you go to the maps, it is the one that says area map. And if you give me a second,
we're back.
I will.
We're back on the big one, on the roll 20
Okay,
view.
and
here.
I'll
I do just
center
have
your
to-
map. Give me just a second here.
Perfect. Okay.
Heading back towards more of the main road and
Main
towards
road, yeah.
the treehouse and everything.
Yeah,
we'll
so
do that.
you guys, let me just do a little bit of freehand here.
Where is
You guys kind of went around this way, and you're like here-ish. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. It is another few hours before you guys get to a point where you start to probably need a break, but also the wolves start to slow down, track the scent a little closer, and they kind of alert, and Jart, you can see that there has been some recent movement through this area. It looks like it was more than one person though. You start to pick up multiple tracks of all different sizes, kind of humanoid, within the humanoid range of sizes.
Did the townspeople come this way? They would have had carts and stuff.
Or maybe someone
would've
from
taken
the
the
Red
road,
Brands that still supported him. So we gotta be careful. And do we want to rest or do we want to try to go on?
Whimsy is going to have a quick word with the wolves. He's going to give them each another steak, because he did stock up on his meats while he was in town. He's going to give them each another steak. Good pat on the head, butt pat, call them good boys. And then he's going to ask one or two of them to go scout ahead. So the wolves will scout the trail so we can follow faster again.
Smart.
And then they can sort of tag team and or howl and direct us,
Okay.
if possible.
The wolves head off, and within about 45 minutes, they come back, and with a bit of, animal behavior and animal emotions are not exactly equivalent to the complexity of human emotions. Obviously, there is a bit of excitement to them, and so you think about like we all love dogs, but dogs are dumb. We're clearly cat people here, and like like if you say anything to a dog in an excited enough voice, a dog will get excited, right? So there is just kind of like a binary excitement setting for dogs, and they are pumped up when they get back to you. And there's definitely something ahead.
All right, good boys. Are we going to take a quick break then? Feel like Jart didn't get a full sleep. Does Jart need a break after all of their extensive cardio earlier? Lack of sleep?
When we were at the treehouse, Viesa shared the location of a castle that it's up north. So if we give them enough time, they are going to reunite with their friends. That's my only concern.
So we hustle? We hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right.
It's okay, Jart. I got you. It's all right. We can do this.
Yeah.
As you guys start to draw closer to the trail, things open up a bit, much as it had been when you followed it. The trail meanders. Sometimes it kind of runs a little bit further north or south, depending on the natural land formation and where would have been an easy way to carve a path as caravans and settlers and different people moved through the space. What you come to find is a bit of an overlook that overlooks a part of the space below. And before you exit the tree line, you hear at least a dozen voices on or off the road beneath this overlook. So let me switch. Sarah, I'm sorry, I'm going to switch maps on you again. It's the very last one. It's called Untitled because I'm efficient.
Untitled. Copy of Untitled.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did I switch it for everybody? Yeah. Okay. So as you guys come up, you can see that there are elves, or sorry, you guys just hear the voices. That's what you hear so far. What are you going to do?
Do I recognize the language that's being spoke?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common and I speak Infernal, but like a conversational Infernal. I only spoke with my grandma, so I'm kind of rusty on it. So
that's fair. That's fair. Give me a perception check.
I can't get my arm out because Abigail's laying on it, so I'm just gonna
that's fair.
go ahead and roll it online. Bam, 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 bam.
Cats being cats.
She's a very heavy sleeper, so my arm is kind of going numb, but that's fine. 15.
15. You do hear some conversation in common for sure. You're not clear enough that you can make out what it is, but you understand like the tone and the cadence of the conversation.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna hunker down close to the ground and be like,
yeah.
Not you, Abigail. Sorry.
She's like, what did you say to me?
Oh, she's drooled all over my sleeve. Thank you.
We need to get Abigail some little like droop. Like
yes.
Little outfit. Little outfit.
Abigail as Droop.
George's gonna get down and it's gonna like army crawl.
Sure.
Towards the edge.
Sure.
Yeah. Trying to be stealthy.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
Graja is gonna like
16.
Hunker down, as Denny says, but not necessarily move like that.
Okay. Whimsy, Sangane?
Whimsy's gonna crouch down and try and be stealthy about it. He is
Stealth?
bright orange.
Yeah, stealth check.
Stealth.
Only if you're trying to be stealthy.
He's trying, but he's not very good at it. Good thing they're down a ledge, because that's only a 7, and he's bright orange and very obvious.
And you guys are still in the tree line. Like, unless you're moving forward, you're still in the tree line.
Boo. So I rolled stealth as well. I figured everybody else is trying to be sneaky. And it might be this glass staff fella, so it might be good to sneak up on him. So I rolled a disadvantage because breastplate. And I rolled a natural 20.
And then?
And then a 14. So I got a 15. That's pretty good.
Hey, that's not shabby at all. Jart, as you kind of make your way forward and you wrestle yourself under some bushes, and you look down, you see a smattering of different people. So these are elves, halflings, dwarves. You see some half orcs. You see a small group of people. There are no carts. There are 2 horses. They look to be carrying what they can carry. Various ages in this group. And sorry, what was your perception again?
No, I haven't rolled. I rolled.
Oh, sorry.
So perception. Let's roll. Oh, it's another 1.
Oh
D&D
man,
Beyond. I tried, but I'm gonna pull up my dice. Like
That's fair. That's fair.
Not that much. Yeah.
So yeah, you excitedly recognize several of the women.
Okay.
The villagers.
These are
people.
villagers. The village people. We have to license that. You have to clear that with Steve. Yeah, these are villagers from Phandalin.
I'm gonna like crawl back.
Okay.
To the group and share that information with them, and tell them maybe this guy, since he had magic, is disguised as one of them. I don't know if the wolves can recognize him. Like, I know some of the women, they might recognize me, and if we get down with the wolves, maybe the wolves can catch this guy.
Did you tell us, like, about the different races of the people that were there?
Yeah. They're just like people from the town, like from all of the town.
So Graj is kind of like learning that there are half orcs there.
I mean, I could talk to the other half orcs in Orcish, because, I mean, even if you disguise yourself, you can't speak a language you don't know, right?
Do we need to disguise ourselves? We could just go around them and not engage. Because if they're the villagers, 1, they might not like us, because we did kind of force them to flee their town by engaging Glassstaff, and then we lost Glassstaff.
But
So
what if
we can get
Glassstaff is one of them?
Yeah.
And maybe they just saw something that could help us.
Yeah.
My concern is that Glassstaff may have been disguised as one of the townfolk and joined them.
The townsfolk would recognize him, though, wouldn't they?
Unless he spelled himself to look like someone else.
Yeah, that's my concern. He had magic.
He's working on invisibility, not change, not disguise. He was working on invisibility.
I think I should try to talk to them.
Like, my concern is he had magic. We don't know what type of magic. We don't know if he has magical items or whatever that allow him to do that.
I say we talk to them.
Whimsy's gonna turn to the wolves first and be like, "Smells stop here, or smell go on." Track to here or track beyond?
Ooh, rhyme.
Make an animal handling check.
Really need to put points into that for real.
Yep.
And are you actually talking to them, or like have you cast speak with animals?
Yeah, that's an at-will thing, so I just, anytime
Oh,
I
you
say
just do it. Oh, well, in that case, don't even bother rolling. One of the large wolf who had been, kind of not part of the pack for a while, tells you, stop it. Oh, my cats are in so much trouble. Knock it off. Get down right now. Get down. Did you see that? Troublemaker. Okay, so the larger wolf looks at you, and you could swear that you see like a snarly grin across his face. And he says, family, we kill all the bad ones, right?
Oh man.
bad
I
one.
know.
That's you.
Which bad ones?
The ones who kept us in chains, all the bad ones.
Yes, didn't we already kill them?
He just kind of looks towards the overlook and goes, more.
Hmm.
Whimsy's gonna be like, wait for command, attack as a pack when we attack.
They back away from you and like slink into the shadows of the forest and head out.
We have an army.
I need to put wolves on the
My
map.
sneaky boys. All right. Whimsy's like, turns to the group and he's like, wolves say these are bad guys. Their smells were in the caves that were holding them hostage.
All of
Here's a
them?
So
thought.
either Glassstaff is among them, or there's some sort of spell disguising them.
Here's a thought. How do we know which of the villagers was in the hideout?
I have so many questions.
Your wolf might be mistaking the smell of whoever was there in the hideout as bad guy.
Yeah.
And
So
could
we're
have
going to
it,
end up killing villagers.
and
But
could
in
like
theory, the wolves were in a different cave. They weren't in the town. So if the red brands were mostly town-based and the goblins and bugbears were...
We ran into a bunch of them, though.
yeah, the bugbears were in
Bugbears.
the hideout too, and goblins.
No,
I
and the
think-
red brands.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the wolves weren't in there. The wolves didn't come with us in there, so they wouldn't
Yeah.
know red brands are bad guys unless they were actively in the goblin
Mhm.
cave.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
yeah.
listen, I still think that I should go first and talk to them in Orcish and then just see what they say. And if they, try to come at me, then we can fight them and then get on to Glassstaff. But I don't think we can just, I don't know that we can just pass them by because either Glassstaff is with them, they saw something, or they're also bad, so they probably need to die.
I think that's a good idea. I think the rest of us should get into position to support you with spells or with arrows or something. I'm imagining Jot's just gonna jump down onto someone like a spider monkey, and then we can back you up when we go talk to these people.
He's like,
how
the
about
wolves have been told to wait to attack until we attack, so they won't jump the gun.
how
Mhm.
about
Or
Raja and I get
crossbow?
down?
Okay.
I know some of the women. Raja can talk to the half orcs,
Yes.
and we can try to figure out who's like. You can all look from above, make sure if someone tries to run or hide from us, or if someone's acting weird, that's probably our guy.
Yes.
Um,
All right. That sounds good to me.
And we'll wing it from there, I guess.
And Graja,
Um,
I think, is renewed with
lots for shady
purpose here. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Sorry, Whimsy.
Oh, we'll keep an eye from up here and watch for shady behavior.
Yeah.
What's Droop gonna do?
That's a good question.
Point out which ones were the bad
Droop
guys.
recognizes any of them. Does Droop know which ones might have been former Red Brands and or which one might be Glassstaff?
I think Droop should stay up here out of danger. And
Yeah,
help.
I think he should stay back first. Yeah, because I don't want him to get hurt. So, okay, Droop. You gotta stay here for a second, but I'll be right back, okay? They're gonna look out for you.
Got your back, buddy.
He kind of mournfully but sadly obliges and goes and tucks himself under Denny's flowing, voluminous robes and materials, and just kind of sits close.
Okay.
All right.
So
that's Graja and Jart are going down into the village or into like the village encampment.
Yeah, we're gonna go around so it's not
Mhm.
like super suspicious us falling up from the sky.
Right. No problem. You guys make your way around, and as you make your way towards the camp, the villagers get quiet and on alert, and they seem tense.
Makes sense, I think. I think that's understandable. So, Graja will just kind of as friendly a way that she can manage. She just sort of wants to hail the half orcs and just say a orcish greeting of friendliness.
Okay, so the half orcs are down here.
Okay, so I need to go
at the bottom end of like that. There's like a rock crop place.
I see that.
And as you kind of wave, you look at them and you realize, oh, you've actually seen them before. So they were wandering in that first day, that first few minutes that you guys wandered into Phandalin. They wandered into the Stonehill Inn for a bit and grabbed some drinks. And it looks like it's a female half orc, a sister, and about 3 or 4. And just based on the way that they are sitting near each other, and it's not entirely equivalent because where you came from, they were a bit more fanatical, and definitely more insular with the other people in your group, and in your tribe. But this group of half orcs looks to have been mostly raised in kind of a very mixed environment, a very diverse environment. But just from the way that they're kind of, give me an insight check.
Sure. Insight. Boop. Oh, yay, 18.
Hey,
That's really good. You notice 2 things right off the bat. The first is that this is clearly a sister and her brothers. The second is that they look at you and they size you up pretty quickly, and they recognize that you're one of those half orcs. They kind of, well, like you're from the Midwest, like when you go into like a Walmart and it's like a bunch of like more fundamental style religious people, you just kind of know from their dress and the way that they carry themselves, and you know what I'm talking about, right? And so they kind of size you up and they're like, they're polite. Hi, how you doing? What's your business?
Hi, yeah, I'm just a traveler, but, we're just looking for somebody. Did you come from the village?
They exchange a glance. Phandalin, right? Yeah, we have just come from there. Where are you traveling from?
Well, started in a big city and then came to Phandalin, for a while, and now we're continuing on. You know how it is.
You started in a big city?
Well, I mean, not originally, like when it was,
Uh,
you know, I'm from the Serpent Hills.
they exchange, you catch another glance, and they're like, oh yeah, I think my dad's cousins live out there. That's I've heard it's real pretty.
Yeah, it's not so bad. I haven't been there in a while, but yeah. So, are you doing okay? Like, nobody's hurt or anything?
The 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 girl, the sister, pulls, just kind of reaches behind her back and pulls out two fairly good looking daggers. And she goes, nobody's going to hurt my friends while we're here. That's part of why we came with this group. We, you know, my brothers and I, we're bigger. We help out. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Cool, well.
And I think Graja, like, is sort of wishing that Jart were, like, nearer to where she was, and just kind of, like, maybe, like, looks off in the distance for a second. So Graja then looks back at, I think the sister specifically, and says,
Oh, sorry, my name's Graja.
Oh, yeah, real nice to meet you, Graja. My name is Estelle, and this is my brother Emmer, and this is my, shit, I cannot remember their names. This is my brother Charlie, and this one over here, this is my brother Gersh. You know, he was from when our family was just leaving, you know, kind of the other areas. So he has a more traditional name. Graja's real nice. Forgive our manners. Come sit with us. You must be hungry. You look like you've been traveling. Come. And she like waves you over, and two of the brothers kind of squish down beside each other and make space on this log that they've got. Whatever it is that they are cooking smells spiced and hot and meaty. There is just tachu everywhere. Like it's gonna be good.
So yeah, Graja will sit down in the space, and I think she probably feels a weird tug at her heartstrings here, because she was sort of notoriously an only child, and to see this kind of half-orc family, especially like a sister with brothers, I think she is feeling part envy, part warmth, part the general confusion that she's always feeling. And so she sits down and she's like,
Oh, thanks for letting me sit with you.
Yeah, you know, this will be ready in a little bit. But well, you know, I'm glad that you made it. You said you're looking for somebody. Who are you looking for?
I think he like uses a lot of magic. His name's Glassstaff.
There's kind of a look between them, like a puzzled look, and two of the brothers shake their head, and Estelle turns to you and she says, no, sorry, I don't, there's not many magic users in Phandalin. They're not real, you know, it's not that kind of a town really. But wow, I'm sorry that we can't be more help. I could ask around. Tobin knows all kinds of people. He was the tavern keep. He would know all kinds of people.
Yeah.
and DM, can I do something to see if they're lying?
Yeah, that's an insight check.
Okay, great. That's what
You're
I thought,
checking
but
to see how trustworthy this group is.
I would love to see that. I mean, I want to trust them. I got 10.
They maybe it's a little bit of like your wistfulness. Maybe it's just that Graj is a little bit innocent. There's nothing that says that they're lying. They seem to be pretty simple people, and that meat smells really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's distracting. So she's like,
Yeah. I think he'd definitely be a good person to ask.
What he's over there. Do you want us to flag him? We can get him. I'll go get him. And she
Okay.
stands up and she goes over and she speaks to the halfling man that some of you will have, or sorry, not a halfling man, the man that some of you will have recognized. Kind of a larger bodied human. His hair is pulled back into a ponytail, and he's got like this beautiful scarf. Like think like 50s convertible, 50s woman in a 50s movie riding in a convertible, like silk scarf to protect the hairstyle kind of a deal. And he is wearing just the most fabulous one-piece jumper that's like harem pants, and it's like nice and baggy. It's got this very bright and bold pattern on it. He is very gregarious. He's the social butterfly of the group. He's walking from person to person, checking in with everybody. He is equally at ease with the men, the feminine, the females of the group, non-binaries. Like he's just well liked by everybody. And you see him at one point go over and lean down and give just like a good reassuring hug to a woman that's standing near the fire pit. This is his wife, Trilena, who actually is the one who runs the tavern and inn. But she's in the process of like cooking a big meal for everybody. So you see Estelle go over and kind of speak to him for a few minutes, and he looks over at you and comes very happily wandering over to kind of chat with you. And so let me swip over to Jart real quick, and then we'll come back. Jart, what you doing?
So Jart's gonna try to find the most elder woman that she can recognize from the town hall.
Let's see. It will be this woman. You see that there's like a woman who's very frail and elderly and sleeping. But next to her is an elven woman who has just strands of silver throughout her hair. She must be quite old. You notice a very particular set of tattoos. Her sleeves are kind of, pulled up to her elbow, and she has a very particular set of like 3 lightning bolt tattoos on her forearm. She looks over to you and she says, have you been traveling with us the entire time?
No, we've just caught up with a friend of mine. She's with the half orcs.
And she leans in and gives you a big hug, very unelf-like, but like this feeling of relief. And she says, well, I am so glad that you survived and that you've caught up with us. I hope that you haven't been wandering too long. I'm glad. Do you know folks in Coneyberry? Is that why you're heading this way?
No, actually, we're looking for someone that probably got to the group also either late at night or early today.
I don't. She kind of looks around. I think everybody's been with us the whole time.
All right. George's gonna try to give it a look to the group and see if anyone's looking at her. Like,
okay, make a perception check. The group that's up on top of the little mountain here, of the overlook.
because Whimsy's been watching for shady shit.
Are you back in the tree line or have you like scooted forward?
Still back in the tree line, and actually Whimsy's like paying less attention to the group and more attention to the bushes around because he's watching for anyone who is like kind of shadowing them maybe, or trying to like hide from the rest of the group.
Okay.
Maybe.
And what was your perception check?
18.
Non-natural 20 for me.
It is about this time that both of you notice the same thing. At the same time, Whimsy, it is not, you don't notice it down in the pass where the people are, like where their encampment is. You notice it across the overlook. There's a similar overlook on the other side. And Jar, as you're just kind of like trying to play it cool, looking around, you notice a glint of metal from the bushes. I'm gonna get everybody to roll initiative.
I know what it's coming. And I don't want to be Valen.
Wow.
Die like a common Valen.
I'm so not paying attention to all of you. I have an initiative roll of 6.
I got a 13.
Oh man. Okay.
Hey, check out this bug.
Wow, what a cool bug. I got
You're
15.
showing Droop all of the different, like, this is the Latin name for this plant, and this is the Latin name for this plant.
I love that.
Valen's just busy drumming on his new plate armor, being like, "This is so shiny."
Yeah, that's a 15 for me.
Yeah, Whimsy got a 5, so he might see it,
Nice.
but he's not sure what he wants to do about it yet.
16 for me.
Okay, Whimsy got a 5. Graja got a
15?
15, yeah.
okay. Jart got a 16.
Yeah.
Denny
16. No, sorry, 13. I lied.
Sangane.
6.
Thank you.
So he might see things across the way, but he's not too sure what he wants to do about it, because he's still like, I've only got distance magic. Do I really want to out myself right now? Thus is slow. As soon as anyone manages to ask him questions. Can only hang out with the wolves so long.
Jart, you notice a similar glint in the trees, kind of down by where almost by where Graja is, sitting. As an orc, very silently, you just barely see it, steps out of the bush, puts his hand over the mouth of one of the villagers and pulls them back into the bush.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh,
Jart, you're up. Graja, you're on deck.
Okay. So George's gonna like start running. So let me. Oh gosh, I'm really bad at that. Oh no, George doesn't have to move. George's gonna move here. And she's gonna yell, "Everybody down!" And she's gonna spend 2 key points. And it's gonna water whip it was an orc?
Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna water whip. She's gonna throw a fist, and a bunch of water comes from her arm, and
Okay.
he has to do a Dex 13 saving throw for me.
Oh, that's probably
Level
not going
3.
to happen.
Level 3.
Natural 19 plus 1, non-natural 20.
Oh gosh. Okay. So He still gets damage.
Okay.
Still takes 13 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Oh,
That's
sorry, no.
half.
It takes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And she moved only 5 feet.
Yeah.
She's gonna tell like everyone to start getting down, and she's gonna be like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 40. She's gonna be here.
Okay.
Seeing the pool failed.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Graja, Denny on deck.
Okay. I think like as soon as she sees that orc grab a villager, in Orcish, she's just gonna kind of look at them and just be like,
You have no honor. There's gotta be rules somewhere. There's rules for us. Why are you doing this?
and then she approaches, to get, I'd like to be kind of here.
Okay.
Kind of that diagonal facing the orc.
As you go tromping through this bush, running after where you think that this orc has pulled this guy back, you nearly trip over, like maybe it's Droop, you're not totally sure, a little goblin anyway. And as you kind of look down, it snarls at you. It is clearly not Droop. But there's one right in the bush there underneath you.
Hit him. Droop can't see.
This feels wrong now to kill goblins. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, it feels bad.
Whimsy did it with wolves.
Bad, man. No, it's a bad goblin. I gotta put that shit away on the shelf. So I think, yeah, I think she definitely, her attention gets turned to the goblin. So I think she just wants to sort of casually stick him through with the javelin. Just fully
Casually
just
stick him.
Because you casually stab people.
I mean, I am a barbarian.
Graja does.
And I'm not raging, so it is casual. It's a casual javelin stabbing.
It's just a casual murder. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Casual.
Fine.
Okay, so here we go. I'm using my javelin.
Aggravated assault, just regular assault.
Oh, this is weird. It's not giving me the option to, like... Oh, wait. Here we go. I'm sorry. Okay, javelin, roll the hit. Boop. God bless America. 10.
10 might actually hit. Goblins are not very... No, it doesn't.
Damn it.
So I whip it.
They're small.
Just as you go to stab, you have this kind of moment of parallax. Like just as you go to stab this goblin, you pull this javelin out, and as it's coming past your face, like ready to jam it down, you see this little like picture that Droop just drew for you. And you're like, oh, what if this one is just following rules? Like maybe I shouldn't be harming them. And you just like pull it to the side. And the goblin just looks at you and just...
Frick. All right. That's
Do you have 2 attacks yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. No, I don't. Damn, I wish. I think that I think at my bonus action though, I'll fly into the rage. I know I can't do anything else, but I'm going to engage the rage before the turn is over, and then that'll be
absolutely. You look back down at this little goblin. Yeah. You look back down at this little goblin and you just hiss back, just snarling. It kind of sinks back for a second. Yeah. Kind of sinks back for a second. Denny.
Okay, so there's a dude like directly in front of me. Is that correct?
What?
That one's Droop.
That's Droop.
This one's Droop.
Oh, okay.
I was going to use that joke too, but okay. I stabbed the goblin in front of me.
Okay. So Denny has clearly heard the commotion that's going on down at the base there. And I think what I'm gonna do is, how high up is this ledge? Did you say?
You're about 20 feet up. As you hear this commotion, you hear Jart yelling, "Get down," and you look out alarmed, you see goblins like making their way with short bows to at the overlook that's across. They're gonna just snipe the townies.
Gotcha. Those motherfuckers. Okay. In that case, I'm going to. Sorry, Abigail. Can you like? No. Okay, that's fine. Just stay there. I'll just bend myself over top of you. Okay. 10, 15, 20.
Pretzel roll.
Just gonna meander. No, you know what? I'm gonna stay in the tree line. I'm gonna stay like over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be in the tree line, but still close enough that I can probably hit these guys. I don't know how to do the line thing.
The little thing that looks like a circle and a hairbrush.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Okay, great. Yeah. My range is 80 feet. So I'm going to take my crossbow out and I'm going to aim at the one closest to me, the one like up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a 15.
15
hit.
is exactly what you needed to roll.
Hell yeah. All right.
Kill them. Kill them.
Not great damage. It's going to be 4 damage.
Sorry, did you say it's a crossbow or a short bow?
Crossbow.
You load a bolt and go to shoot, and it feels a little odd because you're used to like attacking from above or below and like stabbing. But you know, this'll work, you think. And you shoot across and you get him right through the shoulder, and the force with which you hit him kind of spins him around. And he looks over to where you are. He can't see you because you're in the tree in the bushes, but he knows that there's somebody over there.
Mhm.
Is there anything you'd like to do for a bonus action?
Yes, there is. Abigail, seriously, you're really, really in my way here. Abigail, okay. Excuse me, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, with my bonus action, I would like to use my Mantle of Inspiration. I'm going to quickly put down my crossbow and pick up my banjolele and play a quick little ditty, which grants temporary hit points to 4 creatures within 60 feet of me, and can also use the reaction to move up to its speed without provoking attacks of opportunity. So,
What?
I'm just gonna do that really quick, just in case any of. Actually, hold on. Am I even close enough to do that? 60 feet.
You could hit the wolves, Whimsy, Droop, and Sangane, and some townies, the horses.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that just so the wolves can maybe move right now and help us out a bit with these gerblins.
Yeah. In theory, they've been circling.
Amanda, you said to them, don't go, don't engage until I order you or you hear the order. What did Whimsy say?
Until we attack.
Until we attack or I give
Okay, great. Yes, then they move, and their movement is like, yeah, they make their way down. I don't know how realistic that amount of movement was, but it looks good to me.
Whimsy is actually surprisingly good at hunting because he used to go on hunting trips with his dad all the time.
Yeah, they start running in, just full movement. The horses do not like this and rear up and whinny and strain at their ties. All right. Anything else, Denny?
No, that's all I will do for now.
The villagers all drop. They all hit the ground, except for the half-orcs who shout after Graja in common. Did you lead them here? What is happening?
Oh, fuck.
And
Oh no.
they start to go and like try to collect everybody. So I'm gonna they try to get everybody as close as they can until they can figure out what's going on. This guy moves his whole log with him. All right. The orcs. This orc is going to make a great act. He's going to push down the villager that he snatched. And he's going to make a great axe attack at Jart. 18 to hit.
It hits.
10 slashing damage.
We're good. We're good.
This orc is going to run forward and grab a villager and drag them back. This orc is going to run and swipe at this villager.
Oh no.
No, they're gonna take villagers. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take villagers. And this orc is going to run as far in as he can get and take an attack on Erstel. Oh no. He goes and he chucks a dagger as he's running up, and it hits into the rock. And who's up above? Denny, you see this great like rock pile that all the villagers have clustered around start to shift slightly as this orc throws his dagger.
Uh-oh.
The goblins go next, and then Sangana, you're on deck. These two are going to shoot at the wolves. Oh no! Wow, really? I rolled a 1 for one of them, and I rolled a 20 for the other one.
Oh shit, everybody take a shot.
The wolf who had been shot by Denny pulls the trigger finger as he's kind of like turning from the impact of the crossbow and shoots his friend. That's not good. Who in turn pulls the trigger and sinks a crossbow bolt into the neck of the large wolf.
I feel partly responsible. I'm so sorry, Whimsy.
And I rolled minimum damage.
That's good.
4 piercing damage. You're keeping track of the wolves, right? I'm not keeping track of this.
I don't have a sheet for them, but how many hit points do they have?
I don't know, but I can Google it. Hold on.
You go to extras on D&D Beyond and go to manage extras. You can get the sheet for the wolves. Just think it.
Wolf has an armor class of 13 and 11 hit points. And I will send you the link in our chat here. Only you see that, Sarah.
I'm gonna call that wild shape.
Sorry, you sent me that message like 15 minutes ago. I don't have my chat. I can't see my chat most of the time when I'm looking at the window. Sarah asked me, do the players see the HP of the enemies, or is that only in the DM view? Only on Roll20, only the DM can see like what the current hit point is.
Yeah.
Okay.
For full disclosure, also though, Sarah, because you can see it, and lest I get charges levied against me of cheating, for sure I do. My general rule is combat is over when combat ceases to be fun. If you guys are still having fun and I'm still having fun, and it's not like irrevocably changing the fate of the players, I will sometimes just give them extra hit points or take some away. Like I'll kill them quicker if none of us are having a good time with it. So that is totally how I DM. Every DM plays differently, just so you are aware. That is how I do it. So if you see hit points jimming around a bit, now you know why.
That's cool.
DM top tips.
I'm trying to not have that inform my combat decisions. Basically, I'm trying to really not.
One of the options that we can do is right now I have you as the GM, as like a co-GM. I can take that away because the reason why we were trying it was on a map where dark vision happens and not everybody can see everything. The DM can still see everything. So we have you on it so that you can display it to Twitch. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think all of you have dark vision. So I don't use that feature. So if it's bothering you as a player, I can un-GM you so that you don't see that stuff anymore.
No, honestly, I'm still, I think, new enough that I don't even have the forethought necessarily to try to do some kind of
because the other thing is like you saw them hidden. None of the other players saw them until I unveiled them on the map, but you can see if I've got hidden.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm like trying not to have that, but that's fine. I appreciate the clarification, and we can
You're good at not metagaming. I'm not worried about it. Okay.
Thank you.
So that wolf took some damage. And this goblin also just took some damage from his buddy. Ironically, more than the natural 20 meted out. That's some bullshit.
We're being lucky. We've been lucky.
Okay. This goblin here is going to attack Graja with a scimitar. 20, not natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
8 points of slashing damage, which is halved because you're raging.
I am. I'm glad I did that.
So 4 points. This goblin is going to step forward sneak forward out of the bush and try and cut at Jart. 14 to hit. 14 probably doesn't hit you. No. You are kind of like jumping out of the way as this one orc goes to swing at you, and you miss as it was going for like the tendons behind your ankles. This one is also going to shoot at the wolves. Sorry. 21 to hit and 6 points of damage to not the biggest one, but the one next to it.
For which?
Not the biggest one, but the one next to it. One of the other ones.
6 points.
Yeah.
4 for A, 6 for B.
Okay. Sangane and then Whimsy on deck.
Okay. What state does that pile of rocks look like it's in? Is it going to fall?
No, you saw it just shudder just because this orc had thrown this dagger at it. It's a pile of rocks. So it's a natural pile of rocks. It is not.
It's not like a thing that's imminent danger of killing all of our.
Not unless somebody were like attacking it directly.
Okay. What do we got here? I am going to move forward.
Okay.
So they get what the hell? There. Come on, Droop. Where can I get to? Can I get sort of tucked into this bush down here?
Yep. Sarah, if you, I don't know how big this is on your screen because you need to be close enough to see it, but if you zoom out, it might show more of it.
Okay,
It's in
will
the
do.
top right. Mine is at about 56% and I can see everything.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I was
I'm
doing
gonna
it
move
kind
down.
of closer.
Move down to here, tucked in the bush.
Okay.
Basically telling, come on, Droop. Let's go help. And I'm
Okay.
going to cast, where is it now? Pull my character sheet. A 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within 120 feet of me. So I would like to cast Fog Cloud on that set of rocks,
Okay.
which basically takes 20 feet in that range, or maybe, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to put it back a bit farther so I can catch all of the, like, just at the edge of the two orcs down at the base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the southern tip sort of thing, 20 feet from them, straight up and towards me. So if I angle it right, if I put it, I don't know if I can even draw a thing. Put a circle, I don't know, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bigger than that.
It's bigger than this one.
It's a 20-foot radius. Yeah, so it's a 40-foot diameter. A big chunk of cloud.
And what does it do? Like, is it?
Obscures the villagers.
What it does, it spreads around corners. The area becomes heavily obscured.
Okay, it's good.
So it basically hides everything in it.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, only I want to sort of pull it back so that they're just at the edge of it. So if they need to go and hunt something or attack something, they can. But anything that is looking into the cloud can't see.
With up a bit.
Like that.
Yeah, and I can bring it right back to the edge of the cliff. I just want to make sure that our folks can see,
Okay.
but nothing in there. Yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah, absolutely. You do. And you watch as this swirling, condensed moisture starts to spiral up as almost like dew from all of the grasses. It starts to heat instantly and evaporate and create this beautiful fog that swirls up. You watch the white and dark kind of blackish gray salt and pepper wolves disappear into this. Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do, Sangane?
Bonus action, no. That's a main. I don't have anything other bonus actions I can do. Yeah, other than basically, I don't know if I can drag Droop along by the hand or something.
Yeah.
Sort of hide him
Droop
in there
will come with
me
you.
so he's not.
Yeah,
Don't want to mistake him for a different one.
no problem.
Yeah, we should give him a shiny vest or something.
You did.
Like a reflective.
You and Graja went through the town master's fancy silks and made him a makeshift outfit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Concentric red and white circles.
Yeah, that's right. Just the bullseye mark. Whimsy, what are you up to? Jart, you're on deck.
Whimsy howled in anger when his wolves got hit, and then sort of did the warning shout to the wolves, like danger above, goblins on the ridge, so they know to expect.
Okay.
Safe in the mist. And then again, still pissed off, he sort of glances at Denny and Sangane and he's like, fuck it, you win, Dad. And he just fires off an Eldritch Blast at the one goblin
What the fuck is that?
the one goblin that shot his wolf. So
Okay.
Nice line of
Denny
sight,
looks
too.
at his hands like, oh my god, did I just do that?
Yeah.
as it goes firing right past Denny. Yeah, so we're gonna try that.
I'm amazing. Summoned his Eldritch Blast out of nowhere.
Whimsy just fucking with everyone, just like when he made Graja think she was making earthquakes.
It's all
come
coming
on.
together.
Come on, damn it! No, doesn't hit anything. He misses. He's too mad.
You're just like, fine, dad. Ugh, like classic teenager. And you hear this little voice that says, I'm glad to see you're upholding your end of the bargain, my darling son. And I'll let you re-roll that because you got advantage for pleasing dad.
Thanks, Dad.
My
Maybe any
question
better?
is, who's your mom? What's going on there?
It's a trip to the Feywild to explain that.
Not again.
That is not much better. That is a 13.
13 doesn't hit. You shoot off this eldritch blast and you're so frustrated. And Denny, for a second, you're like, I didn't realize that I am just that amazing. And Denny, as you're like, did I do that? The very start of a spark of a new thread of magic springs forward from your hands as you cast like the babyest counter spell that has ever been cast and like dissipate Whimsy's Eldritch Blast.
Like a little shock of status
right.
like, oh
No.
And unfortunately it just doesn't even make it to the goblin. It just kind of dissipates into the air. Whimsy, do you have any bonus actions you'd like to make?
Whimsy doesn't have too many bonus actions.
Okay,
See what he's got. Just gonna double check.
that's fine.
No bonus actions he wants to use right now anyhow.
Okay, we have 20 minutes to get through one more round of combat. I believe in us. Okay, speed round. Jart, then Graja.
Okay, Jard knows what she wants to do. She's gonna pull one of the knives, daggers she
Cool.
got from the town.
Yep.
And she's gonna throw it to this guy.
Okay.
She's gonna yell at him, mess with someone that can fight. And it's a 9. It doesn't hit. No, sorry, it's an 11.
11 does not hit.
She tried. And seeing it, she missed. She's gonna look at the goblin and say, like, sorry, little guy, and punch him in the face.
Okay.
Bonus action. Oh, and it's also an 11.
Morning,
so it doesn't
Yanti.
hit either.
You
my
punch
God.
him where you think should be like on the physiology that you have trained on as a monk. You punch him right where you think the bridge of the nose is, and you hit pure skull bone. And it just does not do the damage that you're hoping for, unfortunately. Okay, Graja, Denny's on deck.
Oh Lord. Okay. I would like to.
Steve.
Yeah. I actually am going to sort of pivot away from the goblin. I'm not actually moving a square, but I'm pivoting toward the orc.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just like, whatever, this is just a dumb little goblin, who cares? And if it's not Droop, I'm not interested. So I think she, at this point, in a rage, is going to swipe horizontally at the orc. Now, is the villager's position accurate that he was sort of grabbing the orc? Because I just don't want any chance of like accidentally hitting the villager.
This villager, you're talking about this orc here?
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
orc.
Oh yeah. You see him. He's right there next to you.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. All right, so I am rolling to hit with the great axe. Come on, dice. Here we go. This is so okay. 15.
15 hits.
Oh God, thank God for once. Oh yeah, that's 16, baby.
Hey, oh shit.
So sorry, you're doing this with your great axe?
Indeed.
You swing around and you look down at this little goblin and you go to start and you're like, you're not even worth my time. And you swing yourself around and come around behind this goblin. The force with which you knock his head off shoots it forward out of the bush and rolling onto the ground, like all the way over here by this orc. Yeah, he's absolutely dead.
Let that be an example to the other orc, okay? Fuck around and find out.
Okay. Do you have a feat that when you have killed something allows you to take another attack?
I don't think you get feats until level 4, right?
Oh, you guys are not level 4 yet.
No.
It's
I learned
coming
that
up
the
so
other
quick,
day,
you guys.
The,
so...
if you're talking about cleave, that's
baby.
an alternate.
I thought they didn't have cleave in 5.
They do. It's
I don't
just,
have it.
It's an alternate rule that you can use if you want.
I'm going to say because you did double the amount of damage that was needed to kill that dude, I'm going to let you take a bonus attack roll on the little goblin that's near you.
Hooray. So yeah.
And then Denny, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm thinking some kind of like cyclone. Like I take off his head and then I just swing in the natural like momentum of moving around and swipe at this freaking goblin.
Tasmanian devil.
24 to hit.
Absolutely.
Get
hits.
wrecked.
My girl.
Get wrecked, stupid non-droop goblin.
Penny's just up on this cliff,
17!
just
17!
That's
Again,
my girl.
more than double
Yeah!
what you need
Let's
to kill
go.
this goblin.
Let's go.
You did everything that I didn't do in my turn.
Yeah.
You take out you are just covered in viscera, but like it was like you were moving so fast, like Quicksilver, right? In the X-Men movie. You were moving so fast that the viscera doesn't hit you until you've come to a complete stop. And then it's like, yeah.
Love it. Like getting slimed at the Kids' Choice Awards.
Denny.
Okay, I would like to attack that same goblin that I did before with a crossbow again.
Sure, and Sangana, you're on deck.
Okay, maybe I won't because it's a 7.
A 7 doesn't hit. He is kind of fallen to the ground and he's like, it hurts. And he's like being a whiny baby. And so it's hard to hit him.
Writhing around like a coward. Come on.
Yeah. Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to take?
No, nothing I can really use that would be helpful right now. So okay. I'm just going to take this time to admire all of the disgusting viscera that is now on the ground before me. Be like, yeah, oh, that almost spells out something. Those guts. That's nice.
You can tell portents from that for sure. That you could like read teacup fortunes from that amount of guts. This orc is going to look at Graja, drop the villager, and go charging at you. And with its great axe, 23 to hit.
I mean, yeah.
5 points of slashing damage in half, 2 points of slashing damage.
All right, that is input.
This orc is going to. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move the map. Sorry, Sarah.
It's okay.
This orc is going to continue taking this dude, dragging this dude out.
And his
These goblins are going to. The wolves didn't get a turn, Whimsy.
Oh yeah. Which one hit the one wolf? For 6.
That's the second.
Yeah. Who hit him?
This goblin over here on the ground. Is that who they're going towards?
No, because I figure they won't really know where arrows are coming from.
Okay.
So they'll probably go for. I can't see behind the cloud.
Sorry.
Probably one of the orcs. Is there another orc hidden in the cloud?
Yeah, so they go running towards where the orc was when they could see it before the cloud appeared. And where they end up is kind of over here, and the orc has just turned themselves around and chased after Garaja, but they don't know that until they get through the, you know what I'm saying? Until they get through the cloud. So they're there and ready to pounce on that orc when they can. There is a fourth one. I just have to move the thing to get to it.
I don't see anything.
Come on. Okay. Okay, so these goblins, this goblin is going to then shoot. These two are looking up and see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit. Another natural 1. This dude shoots his friend again, who goes tumbling down off the cliff and dies.
R.I.P. buddy.
Yeah, but these two both hit. Okay, so not the two that have already been hit. Okay, but the other two, Whimsy, one takes 3 points of damage and one takes 7 points of damage.
We're all a little bit injured now.
Yeah. Sangane, what are you up to?
Sorry. For some reason, I can't select my own thing to get rid of it.
I know. I hate these circle things. Come on, roll 20. Anyway,
I was
what
going
are
to
you
say
doing,
you could
Sangane?
basically make a slightly bigger circle and then get rid of the thing so we can see but not see.
No, I don't want you to see. You cast
fair.
something that stops you guys from seeing.
Fair enough. I have one target. I don't think I know what this guy is.
Yeah, he's down below
He's
the
down,
cliff.
It's just a
20 feet?
goblin. Yeah, you can. I don't know that you could see him from where you
Yeah,
are.
he's like, that's a 20-foot cliff, right?
Yeah,
And everything else is obscured by the cloud. I don't.
but you see
really
that
know
dude
that guy
across
there.
the way.
Got that one dude right there, so he's going to eat a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
As soon as I get to my actions.
Mike, you're really blurry.
Yeah, like
Always.
your camera died.
Yeah, it does. 15. I can't even.
15 is exactly what you needed.
Sweet.
Yeah.
There you go. You got it with your camera.
For 4 whole points of damage.
Hey, that is one more than you needed to kill that dude.
Yay!
Hey.
As
I
you
like-
watch him, as he like shoots his friend, watches his friend tumble off the cliff, and looks around like, "Oh God, I'm gonna get fired. I hope nobody saw that." You just shoot him. So he's now got like matching. What did you shoot him with?
Hand crossbow.
He's got matching crossbow bolts sticking out his shoulders where both you and Denny hit him. Denny, you
the only
see
thing I
him.
do
Go ahead.
the only thing I do before that,
Uh-huh.
I basically look at the ground, and I'm like, "Hey, Droop, check out that rock."
You and Droop is like, would Graja like it? And he starts looking for a little rock, starts hunting down on the ground for a rock.
I love him.
And I shoot his
Whimsy.
distant relation.
Whimsy's gonna take a few steps forward because he lost sight of the wolves and is now a nervous dog dad.
They're off leash.
So he's gonna come to about there.
Control your path.
Too close to the edge
Yeah.
of the dog park.
Yep.
Spot the wolves. I think he still can't see that one goblin hiding in the lee of the cliff there,
Mm-mm.
but he will see that orc over there.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in cover right now.
Correct.
So he's going to fire an Eldritch Blast at that guy who's dragging off the villager.
Okay.
That should be well within his range, because Eldritch Blast has a ridiculously long range. Yeah, he's well within.
Great.
Sorry. I was trying to get rid of the white circle and took the
I thought
orc
it
with
was
him.
me.
No, sorry, that was me.
I'm gonna try
You
and fire that again and
obliterated.
be like, well, Dad, everyone's gonna know after this, and fires another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And hopefully hits. Otherwise, this is some disappointing dad magic.
This is why I don't use it, Dad. It
That's-
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointing
don't
dad
use
magic
dad
is my new
sucks.
emo
That's a
band.
7 again.
Yeah.
Come on.
What'd you roll?
7.
Oh my god.
Oh
Get anything to save
no.
my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
you
are
music.
you're still a little bit nervous. You see Sangane turn to look at you, and as you're like pointing forward your finger, and it's one of those things where like, yeah, you're like, hi Sangane, and you kind of like let it dissolve. Yeah.
Still getting the hang of it.
It's gonna take you a little bit. You've been hiding it for so long that it's
There's a
gonna take
potion
you a little bit. Okay, so we'll end here and we will come into combat next week. We have some orcs trying to snatch villagers and
Dang
goblins everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? Well, I do know. You don't know. Some people know. That would be a really awful cover band. Disappointing dad magic. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, lovely. Thank you to my players. Thank you to our watchers for watching with us. We've had several visitors from Australia. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'll go around and let my players introduce themselves, shout out any things that they're working on, say hi to the cats, and yeah, and then we'll wrap up. Najra and
Loki. So, hey everyone, I'm Najra from Najra Creations. I'm a professional cosmaker and apparel designer, and I'm running a Christmas sale at the moment on Etsy if you want to check it out. And Loki says bye, come see us next week.
Loki absolutely says that. Thank you. And our token Southern Hemisphere player for all of our Australian and New Zealand viewers. We represent the Southern Hemisphere. Amanda.
Hi, Amanda, playing Whimsy, who is bad at magic as well, it seems. Here we thought it was just his fighting skills that were subpar. Bad at everything. I don't do much of interest these days, but I have an Instagram and a TikTok that I am moderately active on sometimes. Both are balderdashing. That's all I got.
Fantastic. Sarah.
Hey, my name's Sarah. You can find me on Twitter at MCDiebeats. I'm a creative partner at Martlet Games. We have a pretty full production schedule and we have a calendar image, so please go ahead and follow Martlet Games on Twitter. We've got Vampire, we have a 10 Candles science fiction anthology that's going on right now called Terminal Black, which is really cool. So go ahead and see the calendar image for all the times there. You can catch me on this channel on Saturdays as part of the Vampire Saturday Takeover and Delve into Darkness. Things are really popping off on both games now, so you definitely want to get caught up. So please check out the Vancouver by Night YouTube channel to see all the back episodes. And yeah, shout out to the Al Bahari Vampire game that is on the Onyx Path Twitch channel on Tuesdays. That's going to have a really, really fun season finale, which we filmed last night. Probably one of the most nuts sessions of vampires I've ever played, so please check that out on Tuesday nights. Other than that, just follow my Twitter and the Martlet Games Twitter for all the stuff we're doing. And thanks everybody for watching today. And make sure to come see us next weekend for all of our Extra Life goodness on the Vancouver by Night channel. That's 24 hours of a bunch of stuff. I'll be doing Vampires D&D finally, and it is a very interesting D&D character I'm going to be playing, so definitely check that out. So see you next time.
I cannot wait for the charity stream next Saturday. Mike.
Hi, Mike, he, him. I was playing Sangane, who feels a lot more helpful now. I don't know why. It just I have no range spells of damage worth the salt. But anyways, you can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok, and CDN Captain America on Twitter, where I mainly just post about D&D stuff. Speaking of D&D stuff, you can catch me here on Sundays 2 to 4 p.m. PST with this amazing group of people. You can catch me running my own game of would-be heroes, in which DM Sarah is a player. And I noticed I just didn't even change my name title this time, which is terrible. On 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. PST on Tuesdays. You can catch me as part of the Saturday Vampire Takeover in the Delves into Darkness game, along with player Sarah. And yeah, things are really heating up in a bad way. And you can catch me on occasion guesting in various games around the Vancouver by Night Twitch channel. Lately, I've been leading a bunch of changelings through a trod where we didn't really want to go, but now that we're there, we're stuck.
Yeah. And what are you playing in next Saturday for the charity stream?
Oh, that I am playing in the D&D one shot with Jacqueline.
From noon to 3 Pacific.
Noon to 3.
Fantastic. Yeah, we heard all about it this morning. I'm super stoked. I'm going to come and play Bard in that one. Speaking of Bards, Denny, Nikki.
Hi, everybody. I've been Denny today. You can find me on Instagram at I'm Poppy Field. Also on my Instagram, there's a link to a fundraiser. A vast majority of my town is underwater right now. So there's a fundraiser for reconstruction efforts and donations to the food bank and that kind of stuff, all due to the BC floods. Yay, climate change is so much fun. Love it. Also, there is a link for the cat's Instagram as well, if you care to see any more of this absolute monstrosity. So thank you.
Just for people who will be watching with closed captioning and not sound, she was sarcastic, just in case the closed captioning doesn't adequately say that. I think that that's important. And yeah, so I have been your DM today. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for watching us. We have a lot of fun every week. You can come back and see us next Sunday. And I think every Sunday now until kind of Boxing Day, right? And then we're going to take a 2-week break. Importantly, next Saturday, you can come and help us raise money for the BC Children's Hospital, where so many kids get the help and supports that they need, and access to all kinds of services in an otherwise kind of sparsely supported province for children's health. At our Extra Life 24-hour fundraiser, I will be kicking us off with a D&D one shot for the family members of the Tuesday night campaign. Maybe for the next one, I'll just do the family members of this campaign. I'll get like each of you to get like a sister or a parent or somebody, cousin, spouse, whatever, to come and join us. That would be great. You can catch me Tuesday nights at the Would Be Heroes here on Vancouver by Night, where I play the cleric for Mike's campaign. And I just wanted to give another shout out to littledragoncore.com. They are a Canadian-owned dice manufacturing and reselling company, and they've had just a real shitty week. Their storage unit collapsed and took a lot of their merchandise, and so they're running a 25% off sale. This is a one that they created. This is one of theirs, and you can't see it. Gosh, I wish my camera was better. There's like beautiful glitter and like silver foil in them. This is the wedding series. They're some of my favorite dice that I use. So go support Little Dragon Core for their 25% off. And Found Familiar Coffee you can get 10% off if you use the code VBN. So if you're needing some coffee, shout out to them. Check out our YouTube, our Patreon, and our coffee for all kinds of other stuff that we're doing. And we've got still this week, we have a Tuesday night game. There's still a Wednesday night game.
Yes.
Is the Skin Deep still playing on Friday, or we're done with that?
No, it is wrapped. But actually, for a quick segue, I'm going to be starting doing an interview show called The Creative Exchange on Martlet Games. So our first guest will be Lex, where we will talk about the creative process for Skin Deep. So that will be next Friday on the Martlet Games channel. So we're going to kick that off with her. It was super fun. Lots of great information. So if you enjoyed Skin Deep, please check that out.
I love it. So there you go. We have a week's full of programming leading into Saturday, a 24-hour stream starting at 9 a.m. Pacific with me and some of the folks from Tuesday night, plus my husband Cirque in the chat, Jazz, her dad, and Belle and her husband Lodame. So come and join us to kick off the good times. And with that all being said, thanks so much, and we will catch you next week.
We are raiding into that other pond, so please stick around and give them some love. Stick around for the raid for some more tabletop, and we will see you soon. Bye, everybody.
And now with that,
we'll
see you next week.
Yeah, super.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Okay, bye, everybody. See ya.
Bye.